Hello, coders. It's yet another day. I've come up with another challenge for you. So, yes, if you can do this, please, at your own pleasure. Pause the video, do it, and yes, let's see what's gonna pop, right? So yeah, here's the challenge. Basically, it's just replacing two PS5 and 4, 4 and 5, yeah, PS4, PS5, yeah. Just simple challenge. Yeah, let's get into it, and if you can do it, yeah, try it out. So for the rest, let's dive into it. So here's my VS code. I've already linked the CSS style sheet, so let's just get into it. It's a 15-minute challenge, so brace yourselves. So the home position is obviously relative. Minimum height is 100 viewport height, and let's give it a background of hash 383535. Yep, indeed, yeah, that's the color. Now let's make these certain divs so that they can contain all these others. Yep. So the home, then let's make let's call it .ps4, and also we'll have a .ps5. Both of them will have quite similar styling, so we'll give them overall styling of box. Our position is absolute, top is 5%, and left is 5%, width is 450 pixels, height is 620 pixels, and a background of black, and a border radius of 1 rem. Now let's see about that. Now there we go, we have box. So where the styling is changing is here to the right and to the left. Now PS4 is to the left. Let's copy that here and say left is the PS4. But now to the right we have the PS5 dots. Now here to the right 5%. And we have the two boxes, yeah, there we go. Now let's begin adding these divs over here. You can see there's also a hover effect. Yeah, so let's get that done too. Now the PS4, we have something, let's call it the menu bar. The menu bar, it's going to have it's having two icons over here. Yeah, let's style it. Indeed. Menu. Or let's give it background of just to visualize it. A width of 100% and a minimum height of 10 viewport height. Let's see. Oh yes. Now let's give this div an overflow hidden to hide. Yes, indeed. Now let's give menu. Let's enclose these icons in a div where we can lock them up. You can see clearly there's a div that's containing the images you can see over there, or the icons. So let's do that. Yeah, call it ink, and it will have an image dot ink. There are two images, so yeah. Now let's style this menu. Let's give it a display of flex. Obviously these icons are to the flex, and justify content between. Yeah, justify content space between, and also align items. Align items to the center. Align items to the center. We'll have those there. Now let's give ink, copy, Just visualizing it. Dot ink width is 50 pixels, and also height is 50 pixels. And let's give you a background for now of black. Yeah, and also a border radius of 50%. There we go. Now let's give a menu of padding. Let's give it a padding over 1 rem to rem to add some space. Indeed, look at that. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Now let's add some images to these. I have some images over here. Yeah, so in the first image you have these icons and these card. The icons are the menu, and the card is where is it? Card. So it's menu card. So over here, go to the menu. Yes. Now the cards. The cards. You get them. Wow! Look at how big it is. Now we get into the ink and style the image. The image over here with give it an 80% and also height and 80%, and the object fit of cover. I think they'll contain. Now what we're going to do else, another thing we're going to do is display grid and then place the items to the center, or to center the card and everything in it. Now let's get rid of that background. Yeah, there we go. Now what else is some transition. So ink hover effect. Yeah, some hover effect added to the, and that will be a box shadow. That will be box shadow. 0 pixels, 5 pixels, 15 pixels, 5 pixels, RGBA 41, 40, 0.6. Now let's see that. Yeah, there we go. Now another thing we need to add is a cursor of pointer. Yes, and there is some transition effect we can see over there. So we also need to add that, and that's pretty much easier. All but 4 seconds linear. That's done. Look at that. Yeah. Now let's get to this other part of the container, or div for that matter. Now we're already done with the menu. Let's give this other name of dot box content. Yep. Now box content will have box content a mean height of, let's give it 70 pixel high, background of Rebecca purple, yeah, and a width of 100%. Let's see what we have. Indeed, look at that. Let's also style the button, or we can call them the icons. They're containing the other icons over there. Yeah, the icons. Let's call it the icons div. Right? Yeah, the icons over there. Dot icons. Minimum height is also 20 pixel height. A background of yellow, green. Indeed. The width of 100% too. Look at that. Yep. Now we have everything we need. Now in here we have a H2 tag saying PS4 pad. H2 PS4 pad. I think it's yeah, PS4 pad. Refresh, we get that, and next we have an image, and we're going to enclose it. So we're going to say image div with an image in it. So the image div certainly will have some styling in it. So over here, dot image div, Now here will be 60 high maybe, and a background of tomato or turquoise. Yep. Now there we go. What we need to do now is add an image so we can be able to style it fully. Yeah, and the image is this PS4 part. It's a part JPEG. So let's add it. Images part JPEG. Wow, it's filling everything. Now in the image div, we need to come and add the style. These are challenge, so yeah, do everything to make the challenge fully done. So height is 100% and the object field so cover. Now look at that. Yep, that's what we had apparently. Yep. Image in height, background is surface. Now let's get rid of that. Let's give these box content h2 some padding. Yeah, let's give it some padding, maybe 1 rem, and also let's align it to the center. Yeah, look at that. And let's also get rid of that background. Yeah, look at that. But what is not happening over here? Okay, that is 100%. Now we need to add a color which is white. Yep, and also a letter spacing of 2 pixels. Look at that. Now what we need to adjust is that, and I already did it. Now the difference between height and mean height. Mean height is the minimum height an element or div or anything can reach. Now I just changed it from height to mean height to adjust the image of the PS. As you can see, when I bring it back, it minimizes. When I get rid of it, adjust it. So that's another trick. It makes the adjustment. So that's another trick to learn. Now let's get the last div over here. We are going to also give it the same ink. As you can remember, we had this same div over here. So you can also do some copying and pasting. Just copy over here and paste it. Yeah, I'm going to do the pasting over here. We have 4 of them. Yeah, so do another pasting. Now let's style the icons. The icons, we're going to give them a display of flex, and align items center, and justify content space around. Yeah, let's see what's popping. Okay, look at that. What's happening? Width of 100%. Padding. All right, some padding. Padding of 1 rem maybe. Okay, that's top and bottom, left and right, 2 rem. Okay, now this is not good. Align items to the center, justify content. Okay, something's not right, seemingly. Okay, so something not right in here. I mean, let's find out what it is. Now we have these icons. Let's give them a 15 before height and see if the height is affecting. Really, it is. Okay, so the height was 2 down. Okay, so let's give them a 12 maybe. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's get rid of the background. There we go. Now let's change the images. So what we have here is home, settings, tools, and user. And the right over here is the home, there's the settings, and there's the user, yeah, and the tools. Certainly, now these are the old, we are to the new. So yeah, first is what do we have in the first icon? Home tag and settings. Yep. The home, then the settings. I don't think it's the setting one, but the settings, yeah, settings, and then third is the tools, and finally the tools. No, not the tools one, but the tools. Well, I think maybe let's find out. Then the fourth is the user. I think that's tools. Okay, let's find out. Okay, definitely not. Now this is oh, repair tools. Okay. So that repair tools. Okay, now we have our PS4 completed already, as you can see. Yeah, now all we need to do is just copy each and every code over here and paste it here. Just that. It's as simple as that. Now what we do is, in the PS4 box we have all these, go in here, so just copy, come and paste it over here. Simple. Change these to PS5, and now let's change the icons. As you can see, we have it over here. Now what we need to first change also is the image of the pad. Pad 2, maybe. Yeah, there we go, pad 2. It's fine. Now let's change the other icons. We have the menu, that's the menu 1, indeed, menu 1. The cart, the menu, and on the right hand side we have the cart. Okay, the cart is changing. Okay, and the cart is remove carts. Let's change that to remove carts, and yeah, voila, look at that. Now the next thing is to change these other icons. That's very much easy. Just come here, home. I didn't have the home one, the settings one, yeah, and then over here we have the tools, yep, and then we have the user one. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Now another thing we need to add is the text. You can see over here, DualSense PS4 controller and the DualSense PS5 controller. Everything else I think is done pretty much. Look at that. Right? Yeah. So let's add the text. Now all we need to do is just put a div in here. Let's call it dates. H2 PS5. This is a PS5 DualSense controller. Yeah, the dates is position absolutely. So we need to give an image, the image div, a position of relative. Yeah. Now come and paste the dates. Position is absolute. Top. Nope. Let's give a bottom. Yeah, from the bottom 2%. From the left, let's give a 15%. Yeah. Now let's give it a 5%. Yeah, there we go. Maybe 8. I think 8. It's more to the, yeah, now yes, it's more to the end of the part over there. Dual sense controller. I made a mistake over here. Right. Yeah, look at that. All you need to do is also copy and paste. Where is it? Over here. And paste. As simple as this. Now, imagine you have done the challenge fully. There you go. Now all you need to do is add this other button or rather a div. Let's give it an ID of 2 and a h2 tag of 2. Yeah. Now a hash of 2. Position is absolute. Let's give it a top of 50% and a left of 45%. Let's give it a width of 150 pixels and a height of 50 pixels. Give it a border radius of 2 rem. And now let's give it, what else? Let's see. Background. Let's give it a linear gradient. To the right, of course. To the right, hash F104A2, I'm correct, yeah, and then RGB of 21, 160, sorry about that, and 253, no problem at all. Yeah, what's not happening? That's the 2, right? Background, oh, this is 2, not whatever I did there. Now all you need to do is text align to the center. Text align to the center. Okay, indeed. Okay, now let's get to the #2, then the h2 tag. Let's give it a font size of 3 rem. Okay, and the text transform of uppercase. Now a color of white. Now everything is pretty much done. Now what there is the font style is italic. Now the font size, but the font style is italic to give it the curve. Yeah, now look at that. Everything is done. Now, yeah, challenge yourself. Yeah, and let's see each other in the next simple challenge.